All right, so game 2 looks like coming up for game 2 we got Magic Bullet versus Avanhokie.
Avanhokie. So we're gonna have a bit of TVP action. You having any PTSD, Rock?
Yeah, of course, obviously. I mean, even when we talk about Protoss, it's like my blood pressure spikes and my hands start shaking and just getting all these.
You need to go see the doctor and take your pills.
Like help, help. All right, cool. So we'll go ahead and start. Get into this replay. TVP, huh? It's a tough matchup to learn.
Should be a TVP anyways. Magic Bullet, I'm almost certain, is a Terran. And Avanhokie, I played with last season. He was around in CPL Season 2, and he was a Protoss.
And do you know who's playing for who?
That I do not know. The quick bounce.
Oh, yeah, I just whispered him. I didn't do the band, dude. I did the open slot. So maybe I should have a list of who plays for who, right? Rookie caster here. Okay. Anyway, we'll go ahead and start the game. Are you push to talking today?
I'm always push to talk. Magic Bullet is on Team 5.
Okay.
And so is Snail. So Team 5 right now has the lead, 1-0. Or maybe 2-0. I don't know who had the walkover. So don't forget that. That might come into effect.
Okay. Alright. So spawning in the bottom left as our yellow Terran on Fighting Spirit for Team 5. It's Magic Bullet.
A little upset you didn't say it was the sexy yellow Terran. But that's okay. I'll let you off the hook. Over here we have the dirty red Protoss, Avanhokie, in the bottom right.
Why would you even throw in, out of all the adjectives out there in the whole entire world?
They're just dirty. They're covered in, I don't know, red sand, I guess.
Red sand.
I mean, honestly, it's probably more like marine blood, but you know. I'll say it's
like
sand.
All the trophies from all the tournaments that Protoss won against Terran.
Yeah, that's like never happened, but you know.
Right. Anyway, well, Rain vs. Last, BlizzCon.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that one. That's true. I don't think that's a true tournament setting, but
ASL, KSL, man, 2 champs. So
that was exciting. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I watched the first couple of series. I watched where Rain was playing in window mode, which was pretty weird.
Wild, right?
Yeah, that's
only a Protoss would be able to do that, by the way.
1A, 2A,
you know what I mean?
3A, right.
There's no way a Terran could ever play in window mode. It's just not. No. I guess he's just waiting for StarCraft Mobile to be released.
Well, I mean, given the shock value of Diablo being released on mobile and the crowd response from that, I don't.
Yeah, not gonna be likely.
Yeah, Blizzard's probably not gonna release any more mobile games.
I don't know what's up everyone's butt, man. Like, just take a chill pill, relax. It's a video game.
It's those microtransactions that everybody's pissed off about, I bet. 'Cause that's all mobile games are, right?
For the most part, they usually seem to be, yeah. Chess, the window mode should be fine, but I don't know if you watched the cast, but Rain was playing in like dude, I can't even. Dude, it was tiny. Like, I'm trying to think of like the amount of space it used up on the monitor. First of all, it wasn't centered or anything. Okay, so you saw it. That's not playable. Are you kidding me? It was so tiny.
So we got Magic Bullet here, checking the middle. And look at this this half wall inning. He left that depot half built for those proxy zealots.
Is that depot up against the barracks though? I don't think that's tight.
I don't think that's Ling tight. I think that's gonna be zealots.
I don't think that's anything tight. If the racks and the depot aren't touching, then that's not tight. A complete wall is a depot on top of the barracks. That nothing can fit through that. But it looks like there's a hex in between. I'm pretty sure that Marine can just walk right through. If that Marine can walk through, a Zealot can walk through, which isn't good. Pretty sure even a Dragoon can walk through. I'm 100%.
I thought Marines like Marines and Zerglings had the same. Hex
Marines
count.
are smaller than Zealots. Yeah, that's why he can fit through the micro hole. The barracks and the completed depot to the right of it is a SimCity move for Terran, where Marines can walk through in between those two things, but Zealots cannot. But the unfinished depot on top there, that doesn't make any sense to me. That's not any sort of wall.
Okay. So we got a 2-gate coming out. Can you pronounce his name one more time so I can try to get it right?
Avanhokie.
Avanhokie.
As far as I know, that's how you pronounce it.
Michiganian, right there.
It's Michigander, but Michiganian. I don't know what that is, but okay, we'll go with
bro.
it.
Embrace your heritage. Come on, man. So we got 3 Marines.
Like Chess in the chat. Michio what?
Michio what? Michiganian, bro.
Has no idea. My God.
Michiganian.
Jesus.
Dude. So we got rampant.
This probe's about to get bopped. Ooh. Smart move, turning it around pretty quick.
So is this going to be a siege expand? I see a tank coming out, but I don't see the siege mode started. Maybe he's just holding up.
Well, it's some version of an expand. He's got 4 Marines, got the tank coming.
It's like that fake
It's
FD.
almost like a... Yeah, it's like a light FD. I mean, it's enough to push down your ramp and
right?
take your expansion. Yeah, that's all he really needs it to be.
But with this 2-gate pressure, right? Like if he gets, 2 more goons out, was it 5 shots or 6 shots off of goons to kill the tank?
Oh, come on. You play Terran. It's 8. It is 8 shots for a Dragoon. So once you get up to the magic number is 4. 2 volleys
2
will
volleys
destroy a
off of
tank.
4. Okay. So
Mhm.
off of 4 dragoons. Excuse my... See, that's why I brought you along, Boss Ross.
Excuse your French. And he does have that magic number 4, so that is exactly what he wants to move out with. However, this tank being on high ground will definitely funk up some math.
It looks like this
with
expansion
50
gas is a tad
gas.
bit early, though. I'm not sure what the purpose of that is going to be.
No. I'm making a frowny face right now that you'd see, because I don't have a camera on me.
Can you
but,
illustrate that with words, please?
my lips are curled downwards in a frowning animation. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is a super early gas. I don't know what on earth you would need so much gas for in immediately. Maybe to plop down 3 more factories and 5-fac right away.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
even
sure.
Even if that's still kind of early for the 5-fac, right?
Yeah, it would be like an all-in. You'd be skipping eBay, Academy, and Armory.
Right.
But he already has an eBay and is putting up turrets, so I can't imagine that's the route he goes.
An SCB Congo line. Transfer.
Yeah, man. Gotta Maynard those boys, you know?
He did
I like how they took a weird little loop around the
Dude,
refinery. Yeah, that was
pathing
weird.
for workers. It's kind of weird, to say the least. So he's got his.
Dude,
He's got his.
pathing for everyone. Everything is weird in this
Right.
game.
He's got that detection up, so that's pretty cool. So that's pretty good. Any of that?
Yeah, I mean, you don't wanna die to
DTs
DTs.
or Reavers or whatever. Good stuff. I mean, haven't you seen a lot of Terrans start playing with Goliaths instead of like the turrets, and they just go for the Academy with some Goliaths?
I have started to get Goliaths early, yeah.
It's kind of like, I guess it's a better way to invest your 150 minerals, like a mobile
Yeah.
turret.
They're mobile turrets, exactly. And
can
guess
take
what?
ground
They
as
can
well.
shoot ground units. Mm-hmm. So they're obviously not as good as losing these Marines kind of sucks. Obviously not as good.
Besieged.
Oh, this is the problem with having your tanks on the high ground too, is
Right.
they can't reach all the way over here. You have to have some on the low ground.
I don't know about
And he's just gonna pick off some free SCVs, free turrets here. This is great harassment.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like the top of his ramp is a little bit choked up. That looks pretty hard to navigate right there.
Yeah, this SimCity is
Especially
not
tanks.
good. Everything has to go all the way around these factories and turrets. And when he puts a ComSat on his first CC, it's going to get even worse.
Yeah, absolutely. Coupled with that turret, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Loses a goon off that volley, but I guess, 30 seconds of mining time and a few SCVs for one goon.
Oh, yeah. Longer than 30 seconds.
Great
I mean, we're still going. He still hasn't moved them back. And then, yeah, he even killed a few of them.
Worth his weight in
I mean-
gold there. Absolutely.
Yeah, 5 total kills on the goons. And, he might even get this tank.
Bring it back.
He got it.
Ooh.
Oh, boy. Tank for free. Now he's right out of here, and he killed the turret, so now he gets an observer right out
As
here.
you and I both know, all that early damage accumulates pretty fast in TVP.
Yeah, things snowball out of control.
Very little room for error in this matchup, early game for Terran. So, but I'd say overall, like, you know, he's got his expansion up on time. He's doing pretty good, you know. Just keep producing out of those 3 factories. Spend that money. Keep producing those SCVs. What do you think, Boss Ross? State of the game?
Seems pretty normal right now. We got both players on 2 bases. I'd like to see Protoss after doing that damage. You know Terran's going to be in a little bit of damage control, a little panicky state. Go ahead and take your 3rd immediately. You know, that seems a bit late. He's getting down some more gateways, getting his support bay up, so he might be going for a Reaver, maybe some speed shuttles or Zealot bombs. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, even like off of that, maybe even a double expand, because that's a pretty, you know, pretty good contain, right? Like, he's pretty timid after losing all that stuff and being forced back, you know, the Terran.
Yeah, I mean, he only lost 1 tank, so I think a double expand would be pretty greedy. But, I mean, it's possible, you know. Protoss do Protoss things, you know.
Got a double armory coming up. The magic bullet here.
Yeah, it looks like he really wants to start pushing that weapons and armor upgrades. He's got 4 factories now, so I'm not sure. Oh, no, going for the 5th one.
Solid.
So I don't know if a 3rd CC is ever going to be coming. He's also getting a control tower on his starport. Do you think he might be going drops here?
I think
it wouldn't be a bad idea.
I think he's just preemptively like getting ready for that second tier and 3rd tier of upgrades, maybe. Think? Or no?
Well, yeah, but the control tower is what confuses me, because all you need is the starport to get the science facility.
Right.
If you're getting a control tower, you either want vessels or you want dropships. Usually it's dropships.
But if you're in autopilot mode.
Autopilot mode, make sure to hit the off selection on getting the control tower on the starport. It is super duper unnecessary. Yeah, 50-50, man. The Vespane gas. When you're trying to build all these... Look, he's got 3 shops, which is a lot. You only want 1 shop per gas you have.
Right.
And then double armory for the double upgrades. That's a lot of gas. You don't have enough gas to be wasting 50 of it on a control tower.
True.
Let me tell you, buddy.
Yeah.
You run out pretty quick.
I mean, what's common practice? What's meta now? Just like that one add-on, even if you're doing like 4 or 5 facts early game, 1 add-on, and you know, and just pumping out vultures and siege tanks out of the 1 add-on while you try to expand and all that good stuff.
That's generally what you want to do. You want your facts with the shops to be producing tanks, everything else to be producing vultures. Until you start seeing air units, and you throw in a couple Goliaths. But with a 5-fact push, yeah, you usually only want 1 shot, maybe 2.
Definitely. It looks like, can you pronounce the red Protoss's name one more time?
As far as I am aware, it's Avanhokie.
Avanhokie.
And,
okay.
bit of a late siege here. The Zealot's getting on top of these tanks. Oh, but he's got the vultures in a great position. Oh, wow.
Didn't overcommit.
Excellent,
there.
yeah.
Didn't overcommit.
That was great micro by Magic Bullet. He understands to get his vultures behind his tanks when the Zealots get on top of them. Right. And it just shreds them.
Looks like we got mines in those 2, so maybe put those down. And maybe even at your bridge right there, go ahead and get the barrack eBay wall going off if you're planning to going on for that 3rd expansion, the 2-1 push. Kind of turtle
well, he hasn't even started that 3rd CC yet, man. Like, I feel like this is going to be aggro city. We're not producing any more SCVs. I'd like to see these comsats get put on at least. He built the academy for it.
Right. I think he's just feeling a little bit starved because he's got 5 facts. His SCV count's just a tad bit low, so maybe he's just tired of hitting that not enough minerals sound.
Oh, point, he moves a bunch of SCVs up here to his 3rd, and they just get all wiped out. Generally, you're going to want to start to get your CC in your base and float it over.
Yeah. Avanhokie's bleeding a couple of units.
I think it's more like Bullet might be bleeding.
I was about to say, it's a little bit over.
That's a lot of zealots. Unsiege tanks. This is not what you want.
This is not looking good.
And he even has the observers here, so he gets to see all of this and knows when to move in, when to move out. Alright, now it's probably time to get these Dragoons back. Oh boy!
I like how, you know, Avanhokie's, it seems like he's got really good awareness, right? Like when to pull back and not overcommit.
Yep, but now I think the supply lead is beginning to show.
Yeah.
You know, we got a full Zealot bomb here. All the tanks have just been erased, and there's nothing left but vultures. So this is going to be a good game here.
Oh, got some magic mines.
Some good mines.
He's got to have those magic mines, dude. They got to do a lot of work. It's like he pulled a rock there, you know, just got really antsy. It's like 120, feels like he needs to push out, so he just goes, and then, you know, 200 on, he just swallows me.
Yeah, runs into a brick wall.
That's totally how I play TVP.
It's tough, man. Tough matchup for sure.
It looks like he did a little bit of a panic macro cycle there. Because he's got, you know, 2 tanks queued up on one queued up on the other, none queued up on that one. His rallies are kind of offset, so I think it's time to just kind of breathe a little bit, reset your rallies, you know, get that wall down, turtle up again.
Yep. I'll be right back though, real quick. I gotta take a phone call.
Okay. I don't really know what I'm talking about, so. Magic Bullet's gonna hold on for the moment, but I think that third from Avanhokie, I was about to say, if it was saturated, that economy would have definitely started kicking in by now. He's definitely got enough probes to share for that third, I think. But he's just got like a little soft contain on him, making sure that Magic Bullet's not going to be moving out anytime soon. Magic Bullet still hasn't started that third. Wondering if he's just holding off on that, maybe wanted to do a 1-1 push of some sort. 5-fact, I'm not familiar with that build, but I'm sure it's out there somewhere. And it just kind of halted, hasn't really progressed in that manner yet. So Avanhokie's just going to chill outside of his base, macro up, I guess, try to get that 200, and see if he can break. But Avanhokie definitely has the map control, so he can definitely expand from here, for sure. Am I super quiet? I'll turn myself up after this game. So it looks like Avanhokie's got 9 gates, no Arbiter tech yet. We're sitting at 16 minutes in game, so I think at this point, you know, standard is, you know, Terran's got his 2-1, trying to push out. Protoss has got their full tech tree, trying to, you know, hit some stasis or some recalls, shutting down that third, continuing to try to shut that down and stop Terran from expanding. Okay, I will turn myself up. I'll turn myself up. I promise. So we got two shuttles here from Avanhokie. One with a Reaver and a couple Zealots. The other one just slam packed with Zealots. Looks like he's gonna try to bulldog his way through here. I'll turn myself up real quick. Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Is that better? Can you guys hear me? Is this good? Are we good? You there? Don't know what that is. You guys good? Can you hear me now? Yay? Nay? More? I don't know how to do that. Maybe I'm just soft-spoken. Okay, it's almost up. I think I'm at like -3 decibels. Oh, what about now? 6? Okay. 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 Just let me get through this game and I'll go fix all that. So it looks like Avanhokie double expanded off of that. So he's getting up to 5 bases, well 4 bases now. And Magic Bullet just keeps trying to poke out with these vultures, I guess just to try to see what's going on, what he's got out there. Maybe even try to aggro those units into the mines in front of the tanks here. But he's slowly bleeding out, man. That eco's running down for Magic Bullet here. So he needs to make a move soon to try to get a third up, or I think really, you know, at this stage in the game, it looks like that's really his only hope, is to try to turtle up a little bit and keep going for the macro game. But I mean, he's slowly running out of opportunities here, you know, especially with his mineral count going down, way down. He's doing a little small push out on top of his mines. Just got to be careful of that. And here comes the zealots. This is why you don't siege on top of mines right here. They just get eaten up by mine drags right there. Oh man, that's so painful sometimes. You lose like 20 tanks just that easy. Off of a couple zealots with some solid mine drags, you know. Little overextension by Magic Bullet here. Guess he's just trying to push him off, but I mean, Avanhokie's definitely got the units to back it up and push him back in there if need be. Solid micro out of Magic Bullet though, you know, as far as like bringing the vultures back and forth, you know, putting them behind the tanks and let the tank, you know, and giving that additional damage to take out the zealots. Looks like Avan is going to go ahead and pull the trigger here with the rest of his army he's got outside. He's got zealots on top of the tanks, no mines laid. Looks like he's going to make the push, making it in, rallying the rest of his units, pulls back for some reason. Maybe he's just, you know, dwindling down his money, not trying to over. That was a sweet little move. Defense Matrix on the vulture. Try to get that mine down. Maybe he's just trying to starve him out right now. Knowing that he's not got anything anywhere else. He's not really trying to push into this turtle. Guess he doesn't quite know that he's not super turtled, or he's holding on by a tank, 4 mines, and 2 marines, and Goliath. He's definitely bustable at this point. But I guess he's just playing it safe. Not trying to overcommit, lose the army advantage, and let tides swing in the other way. So Magic is continuing to macro up with the 2-2, so he's got some solid upgrades. But it looks like his patches are about to run out in the main here. Starting that 3rd CC, so that's on his mind. The expansion is definitely on his mind. Got a couple things double queued and don't have queued on the other facts, so something to kind of watch out for. Just make sure you hit your cycles. Got that bank too, so. But Avan's got that the reinforcement coming in, 184 to 66. It's pretty decidedly in Protoss' favor. No matter how you splice it up, looks like Protoss is going to take this fight. I mean, even with the, you know, the turtle. Even with the turtle that Terran has here, I think it's easily bustable with the just sheer army size of the Protoss at this point. Especially you throw a couple storms in there. Little stormy boys. But Magic Bullet's got the heart. He's holding down. He's holding it down. Trying to hold on. Still no Arbiter tech out of Avan though, which is kind of odd this late in the game. I would think that gives them a pretty good advantage other than just the gateway units. Just that extra, you know, micro point of having to scan or keep your vessel alive. Makes it pretty hard for the Terran, you know, on top of sieging and mining. Alright, so he poked the bear, and here comes Avan. He's gonna push in. Take out these tanks pretty easy. Nice, what do you call that? Clone in there with the zealots. Get him on top of the tanks. It looks like Avan can just push in here. Just kind of rally up those units, those zealots and the Templar up top, and push in and kind of shut it down from this point, man. It's just looks like it's gonna go Protoss's way. Should be seeing a GG pretty soon. Yeah, I think that Magic Bullet it. GG out of Magic Bullet. GG. GG. I think he's Team 5 if I'm not mistaken. So Samyang, Avan out of Samyang takes game 1. So far it's 1-0 off Fighting Spirit. Alright, I'm gonna adjust my volume and see what I can do here. What about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Is this good? No. Yes. Maybe. Three more. Okay. Input. I'm trying. I'm trying to look, man. So you go... Add filters, gain, and then... Okay, got you. Voice. Add... filters, add, gain. Okay. So I'm gonna go to 8. Let's see. Is this better? You want 10? Okay, 10. This, sir, is 10. How does this sound? This is 10. Do you need more than 10? Would you like more than 10? Maybe 8. So go back down. So this is too much. Alright. Gave you what you asked for. Alright, we'll go... I'll meet you in the middle. How about that? 8.5. How is 8.5? Is this too loud? Turn music down 1 notch. It's as low as it can go, man. Music is as low as it can go. Let's see. Sounds good now. Oh. So we'll go desktop audio down. So desktop audio is negative 1.6 dB. Much better. Okay. Boss Ross said he's going to take 5 minutes or so to get back, so I don't know. I should wait for Boss or what? Should I wait for Boss or keep it moving? Up to you guys. I'll let the people decide. I thought of a new nickname for Boss Ross. Push to talk Ross, or push to talk Boss. How about that? Push to talk Ross. That's what we're gonna call him from now on. Ross is push to talk. No? Okay. It's worth a try. So we're just waiting on Boss Ross here. Me and my squeaky chair. I think Boss Ross had a work call. or something. Sorry for such a late notice on this casting. I just kind of decided yesterday that I would step in and start doing some of this stuff because I noticed there was a lot of the casters have been busy, so just wanted to keep it going. I'm gonna try to do this, I guess, more often. You know, have things a little bit more together. But yeah, it's my first casting stream, so hopefully you guys aren't like barfing from listening to me talk about StarCraft. Just waiting for Boss Ross. I'm gonna ask him what the deal. Try to get him back on here. Sorry about the wait, guys.
Whew, sorry, boys.
Okay, cool. Sweet. You're back.
Yes, sir.
I asked and the people wanted to wait for you, so we waited.
Aww.
By the people,
Thanks so much, guys.
By the people, I mean Chess. So.
Ooh, Chess said to wait? Oh, that's nice. I love you too, boo-boo.
So it looks like we're going into game 2 of Magic Bullet versus Avanhokie. Avanhokie took game 1. So Magic Bullet just couldn't get off of his 2 bases, man, and he couldn't even get his third up, and it was just like at the end he just kept resetting his tank count. And
yeah, for sure. I mean, after he lost that initial battle, it was basically over.
Right. Yeah. I guess, you know, I mean, if I was looking at that replay and it was me, you know, for Magic Bullet, I guess like the main thing is like it looked like he was torn between like a 5-fact build and a 2-1 and you know, getting that third up. You know, it was just like he was torn between the two. It just looks like he just kind of like split pass and didn't really know where to go from there because he was really short on money, pretty hard contained, kept getting reset. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, when you're on 2 base like that, you can't choose to be aggro and expand and get upgrades. Like,
right.
You have to choose one.
Right.
I mean, expansions and upgrades is certainly something you could do at the same time, but
yeah,
you can't do all 3.
Right. All right. So it looks like games 2 is going to be on Circuit Breakers. One of your favorite maps, like you said.
Oh yeah, definitely. Probably. Might be my favorite. I'm not sure.
You think? I don't really know.
I think so. It's a really strong Terran map.
I don't really know what my favorite map is, to be honest with you. But anyway, I'll let you introduce the Terran. So go ahead and introduce the Terran the way you want to.
Beautiful, majestic red Terran up in the top right. We have Magic Bullet coming off a tough loss, game 1, but you know you can always swing that around.
Definitely. 3-game series, man. It's a race to the end. So in the bottom right, spawning as the white Protoss, winner of game 1 for Samyang Fire, the white Protoss, Avanhokie. That's my good old Michigany up here. So
Michigany?
Tell me how to pronounce that.
I gotta be honest with you. I don't think Protoss should ever be allowed to be white, because white's like pure, you know.
I don't know
And
where this
let's
is
just
going,
be
but it
honest,
doesn't sound
Protoss
good,
is
man.
never
Doesn't
pure.
sound
You know
good.
what I mean? They should always be some dirty color, like brown. It should be the brown Protoss.
Why brown?
Because it's dirty. It's brown. It's the color of dirt. Come on. If that doesn't like symbolize Protoss, like I don't know what does.
I don't know, man. The undertone of that statement, I don't know. Anyway, one gate, Protoss. Let's see if he goes for the gas. Maybe gonna do what is it called? Core expand, goon expand, something like that. What's that called? What's that build?
I'm sorry. What was it?
What's the build called when you go for goon and then into your expand? Core expand, goon expand.
Yeah, probably just Dragoon expand. I mean, if you're just getting like one. I mean, usually you go by supply for Protoss. A 21 Nexus, a 28 Nexus, a 12 Nexus if you're super greedy, you know.
Yo, Snow Trooper's calling you out in the chat, man. How are you gonna respond to that?
Well, green I leave for Zerg. You know, they're kind of like bugs, and you know, I feel like they should be more green. You know. Nothing against Zerg. I think Zergs are fine. They're just bugs, you know.
It's just bugs.
I like to stomp those with my marine boots. You know what I mean?
Well, we got a first scout coming out from Magic Bullet, so he's gonna see exactly what's going on. You know, pre 4 minute mark. So it's pretty good intel to have here. And Avanhokie went to the top left, misscouted there. So
yeah, tried to go for the cross spawn, didn't work, but he is going to get it on the second go around. And out of our turn here, we already got our supply depot up, so we're not supply blocked. We're going to have a couple of Marines. This probe probably won't even get in. Getting our factory down.
Couple supply late, but
even took the SCVs off the. Well, that's because he got the Marines. Yeah. Magic Bullet, if you want to know how to get that factory down faster, don't build so many Marines. Just build one.
Yeah, build one. Wait to see if you see a zealot, and then you crank it up.
Matter of fact, even building one throws off your factory timing. If you want to get that factory down at exactly 100 gas, it's no Marines. But and I do like how he took off the. I like how he took the SCVs off the gas. It shows that he is looking to expand early on. He wants the command center.
And look, he's got that 400 right around 22, so that's almost on time. Pretty close. Just put it down. Ooh, he's gonna build it on.
Oh, build it on location.
Oh, check that out.
Now, if you're gonna do this, you need a bunker.
Yeah,
you
maybe
need to go throw one down.
Maybe he saw the one gate, so he's like, okay, it's safe to go down low with this real quick.
I mean, it kind of is, but Dragoons are good, man. Like,
yeah,
4 Marines can certainly take one goon. But
without range,
they can be super annoying when microed well.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, I mean, I'll always be on Team Bunker. I'd rather have one than not in every situation.
Have it not need it, then need it not have it.
Exactly.
And speak of the devil, look, there goes the bunker right there.
I will say, though, I'm not a fan of this location. Normally, I'd like it centered up. That way you can put your racks above it, eBay below it. Or vice versa, doesn't matter.
Yeah, stop them from going up that ramp.
Yeah, like in this location, they can just hug the wall to the north here and just walk right up the ramp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
kill the first tank, kill some SCVs, whatever he wants to do. Range is already done.
Magic Bullet's making more Marines. Not sure. I mean, is that?
That is questionable.
Right.
At best.
FD, maybe?
Not exactly.
Maybe a late FD?
I mean, FD should have arrived at the base 10 seconds ago. 5 minutes when you want to hit.
And you definitely wouldn't expand before that.
We do have a support bay up on the other side. So, Shuttle Reaver, Reavers kill Marines, but it's nice to have something that shoots up. So it's not the worst, to be honest.
And he got a goon stuck, so he's shooting a pylon in his base.
Oh no! Oh, the troubles of a Protoss. I can't help but laugh at that. Sorry.
So we got detection coming up.
Sorry, not sorry.
detection coming up from Magic Bullet here, which is good. It's good to preemptively, like, early on get that stuff going.
Yeah, but lose this too.
Yeah, you gotta watch those tanks, man. Early game, you gotta watch those tanks.
Man. Yeah, you gotta babysit him, man. Oh,
Hard,
that's painful.
I think I would much rather lose 3 or 4 SCVs than a tank.
Oh, all day.
I will trade 200 minerals for 150.
I mean,
in that way.
Yeah, tanks cost 250 resources, man. They are not cheap.
Right. And they're the
150,
staple
100.
unit of the matchup, right?
Yeah, I mean, gotta have them.
Gotta have them.
Also, I would have liked to see a few more SCVs Maynarded. We have, like, great saturation in the main. You got, like,
definitely doing a great
20
job.
SCVs up there. But down below here at the NAT, we only have 6.
Okay, looks like he's getting his gas a little bit later this time. A little bit more on point. Got that second fat coming up. So it looks like, you know, his build's on point so far. You know, for the most part, right?
Yeah, but you're definitely going to want Armory right away and Academy. You need the Academy to know what's going on.
Yeah,
because,
absolutely.
Where is it? Oh, yeah. All right, so we got the shuttle and the Reaver just sitting at the natural here. And there he goes, loading it up. And looks like we're going to be moving. So he's not going to know that this is coming because that Academy isn't done yet. As you can see, it's only halfway done.
Little tricky guy. Got the goon in there. Pro move right there.
And we only have the one turret for a DT turret. So there's nothing in the main to handle this. There's basically nothing in the natural. Those tanks might be able to pick it off. Oh, but he sets down the goon first to take the shots.
Nice move there. Nice move. Pick it up. Got a few
kills
SCVs.
2 SCVs. I guess it's fortunate that he didn't Maynard all those SCVs, because he only lost 2 instead of losing like 7. But here in the main, this is going to be a problem.
Ooh, that was a good amount. Ooh,
man.
The
second one was
Get him out of there. Get him out of there.
Oh my god! Oh!
That's basically the whole line. No. Dud. Oh my god.
Oh my god, my Terran heart
hurts,
just sunk.
That hurts.
That thing has got
and he's just cranking out
now he just picks it up, doesn't even lose it.
Wow, so that no overreach there by that Reaver, man.
Oh my god, it's up to 19 kills now.
That's a nice little micro 20. out of this out of Avon, right?
Yeah, the problem is he's not macroing though. Nothing coming out of the gateways, no probes being made. But I mean, it doesn't even matter at this point. 21 kills now on this Reaver.
Working it, man. Just working it. Good little Reaver micro there.
Oh. Yeah, so it was a great job. I mean, that's what happens when you don't know when a Reaver's coming and you have nothing to defend.
Right.
And this is why, as you mentioned earlier, some Terrans are starting to mix Goliaths into the play.
Right, just for this point right here, yeah.
You better get out of here before this turn.
Yeah, don't you overreached.
That's only a slight overextension, though. The damage has been done, realistically. True. I mean, we do have a ton of tanks now. I'm not sure if a counter push is what's going to be happening, but 7 tanks.
Does he have the eco to support like a 5-fact push at this point?
No, he doesn't have the eco for anything, dude. He lost 20 SCVs. And he's not even making more. That's a huge issue.
Another thing
he's taking a defensive stance, or.
Well, another thing I want to kind of point out to Magic Bullet is with your tanks, I've noticed that you clump them up. I have the same issue. A lot of times, you know, if you separate them a little bit, it's kind of harder for, you know, goons and zealots to kite. You know, instead of like one centralized location, if they're getting, you know, if they're spread out a little bit, it's a little bit, you know, distance between each, which is, you know, an extra shot or 2 on each goon, which makes them go down a little bit quicker.
Yeah, clumping isn't too horrible, but the big things you gotta watch out for are zealot bombs, because when they start landing, zealots, like, if you look at the center clump of 4 here, there's a little spot right there where a zealot could fit. All that splash damage is just gonna annihilate your own tanks.
Definitely.
That's a huge bummer.
But so far...
And then, of course, you know, Arbiters with Stasis, Storms, all that stuff really hurts. Big clumps of units.
All the Protoss things.
yeah, all the Protoss things.
Well, it looks like he's letting Magic Bullet recover here a little bit. So he's still
kind of strange, but I mean, he's taking that theorem, right? When you're ahead, get farther ahead. He's building the 3rd base.
Got a probe for the 4th.
He's teching up. You know, he is getting Storm. Storm's actually done now. Doesn't have any Templars to cast it, but
One thing I was kind of noticing and talking about last game is he didn't go for Arbiter tech. You know, and it was like 16, 20 minutes into the game, and I was kind of thinking that's a little bit late not to have Arbiters, right? Like, even if you do go the Templar Storm route, you still
that's super late. The absolute latest you should be getting Arbiters is like 14 minutes, probably.
Okay.
If you don't have them by then, that's super late. That's a mistake or some huge damage. Something crazy has happened. Or you just don't want to go for them. Like our little buddy Intact, he was in the chat earlier. I don't know if he still is. He is the definition of Gateway Man toss. He doesn't use ARBs. I mean, that's what it is. He just uses, all the stuff that comes out of a Gateway. Templars, Dark Templars, Dragoons, and Zealots. That's it.
Insert Artosis clip here. You ever seen Artosis talk about Gateway Man?
I have not.
No, that's probably why you didn't get what I said.
Nope, totally over the head. Missed the reference. I know Artosis absolutely loathes DTs.
There's been a couple of Twitch streams that I've been watching of Artosis talk about Gateway Man. It's hilarious. It's bleeding a Zealot there. Not that big of a deal.
Take every victory you can get at this point, but he's even expanding to a 4th. We don't even have our 3rd CC started yet.
So I'm just kind of wondering,
not good.
Is this like some sort of variation of a 5-fact? I guess just maybe misbuilt, like the build's not exactly on point, but he's going for like a 5-fact kill.
I think this is just Magic Bullet doing what he can. I mean, he plays Terran. I don't think he's going for anything specific. I think he just knows the types of units he's supposed to have and is doing his best to build them.
Right, gotcha.
He knows that upgrades are good, so he built 2 armories last game,
She's just kind of
like... Lots of tanks, lots of ultras. Like, when you just gotta play more, get a little more refined. Like, when you see shuttles, you're gonna need some Goliaths. Like, 100%. Whenever you see any air units, you're gonna need Goliaths in your comp.
Right, here goes this 5th fact. He's laying down some more depots. So I think this is, that's his idea, I guess, anyway, is an aggressive build.
Yeah, well, he did start a 3rd CC, so that's good. He started it in base, so it's not going to get any sort of weird sniped or anything like that.
So
that is good.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to just say, but the Protoss, I mean, they're already fully saturated on 3 bases, and they've got their 4th up. They haven't made any probes or moved any to it. Probably because he's getting ready for this huge attack. I mean, he's double the supply almost of magic, so this is going to be tough. A lot of mines, a lot of tanks, so you never know.
I forgot what I was going to say. Must have not been important.
Yeah, I guess not. We even have Templar loaded up in these shuttles here.
Man.
Oh,
3 shuttles, dude. Holy bulldog. Look at him. He's like letting him know. He's like, I see your shuttles, dude. You see him little dancing with the vultures over there?
Yeah.
He's like, I got you, bro. I got your number.
These must be on a very small patrol command, I guess. Yeah,
I got your number, 100%. Bro. I got your number. I'm just waiting for you to drop.
And there they go. And he's right on top of it, so...
He knows what's going down, but... What's he going to do?
But is he doing anything else? The CC isn't moving to take its spot. He doesn't have any tanks moving over to protect it. Oh god, it would have been glorious if he just dropped on some of these mines. Oh well.
His fact sim is pretty good, though. Magic Bullet's fact sim is good.
It's definitely better than the Fighting Spirit game. This is true. There's not any sort of random blockades happening, so that's nice. This one turret is still kind of being wonky, but...
So...
I mean, he hasn't had his tank count reset, so, that's good.
I need a double check, but I think I see 9 gateways.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes.
Okay, cool. 9. Cool. Getting better. Can almost count to 10 now.
Oh, beautiful.
He's still.
Well, we got. Yeah, he's pushing out onto the map. Oh boy. Oh, please don't siege right there.
Yeah, that's
not on top of the mines.
That's one thing I kind of pointed out last game is that, you know, siege tanks on top of mines.
No.
Like, 4 zealots could come in, you know, and just ruin a whole, you know, 14, 15 tank army.
I mean, we have Goliaths up, but they're too far away to do anything. If he just plopped down 1 zealot in the back there, God, that would just be awful.
Be brutal.
But it looks like he's just kind of backing off. I'm surprised with how timid he's being after... Oh boy. Did I speak too soon?
Yeah, here comes the plot. Oh, he's just seeing what he's got going on, probably. Oh no, he's got an observer above there.
Time to move in, man. Look at all this stuff. You have 3 control groups of units here, and then another control... Oh boy! Ooh.
Close.
Ooh. He must have seen those mines pop up, though, but he can't get them out quickly enough. He knows the mines are there, he just can't do anything about it.
He's playing mind games with him with those shuttles, man.
Oh, kill that High Templar.
Yeah, full energy High Templar right there. So we still got...
like a weird game of chicken here. Oh, he moved the CC all the way over to your 4th base.
Oh, nice.
And get that 3rd gas, but he's still not doing anything with it.
Yeah, upgrades are still at 0-0. Tank count's still at 5.
Oh man, I'm still so confused as to what's happening in this big non-battle in the center.
They knew
they're just sizing each other up.
Yeah, they're like,
oh,
let's
here
make
come the Goliaths. Do they have range?
Oh.
I think they do.
No, I don't think so. They won't have that blue streak if it's ranged.
Oh, do they? I didn't know that.
Maybe.
It shows off the Charon boosters.
Yes.
Ooh.
Boosters.
Oh.
And the move in. Quick siege.
And
here we go.
I mean, the siege wasn't bad, but we're kind of out of vultures. Oh, the storms. Oh, the storms are huge.
Oh, the clump. Got him.
Well, he's picking off all these shuttles, so that's good. They're not getting their payloads out. All the shuttles are dead. But, unfortunately, there's still way more gateway units. He even left a whole bunch of units behind.
Lost his barracks.
A whole bunch of units at his natural. And we still don't have any mining from this 3rd. And this is going to be the death blow, man. I mean, we've got... Oh, my God. No.
Say it again?
He sent all the SCVs. Look at all of his SCVs. He sent them, but he never landed his CC. They're long distance mining from the 4th.
Feels bad.
Oh, he's finally sending it. Oh,
good,
Jesus.
Good. Oh, man.
I mean, I don't know how much more timid Avanhokie's going to be, though. But, I mean, we got a pretty good defense set up here. It's not horrible.
He's not getting across the double bridge, that's for sure. Yeah,
no, that would be suicide. Does have a ton of storms, though. Still banked up. Oh. Alright. Picks off a couple High Templars. Not bad. Oh, some decent
Those storms are money, man. Avanhokie's got some money storms, dude.
Yeah, vultures, everyone says the Goliaths are kind of like Hydras when it comes to storms. Honestly, I think the vultures are, man. Oh, they get clumped up on each other every which way. They have 80 health, just like a Hydra. I mean, they blow up quick.
So Avan's got a pretty big bank, dude. I mean, I think it's time to get some more tech out there. That Arbiter tech. Throw some recalls in there. Golly.
That or just double up this gateway count. I mean, next to these bottom 4, you could easily throw another 4 right next to them. You know, it's Circuit Breaker, man. The main is huge. Yeah. You can fit a ton of gateways in there. Like, you should be able to cram 15. Oh, boy.
Now, here's a big going problem. In straight for the CC.
Yep. And that is a huge problem. Yeah. We have, like, no vultures being produced. Yeah, and you can't afford to lose the space. Your mains is almost mined out. Your natural's almost mined out.
Oh man, it's a tough position right here.
Looks like he's in Terran starve mode. Looks like what's happening here.
You could absolutely take that mineral 3rd and just work off of that. But
yeah, the mineral 3rd is great. If a map has just a mineral only 3rd, but it's real close to your other bases, just take it. Free minerals, man. Can't say no to that.
Absolutely.
You know, that's just a ton more vultures you're going to have, man, because vultures are a huge part of this matchup. Can't be understated.
Yeah, absolutely. Mines everywhere. Just make everything annoying.
Yeah, mines are the most powerful unit in the game. They do 125 damage. Splash. and they're free. They're free. That can't be understated.
Absolutely.
Free. All it costs is APM.
So we got a max out on Avon. He's 199 and 200, so not quite maxed, but pretty close. One probe away.
You know, you were looking for that Arbiter tech. If you looked hard enough, you'd find it.
Alright, I'm looking. You got me. Oh, okay. At the 6 o'clock, gotcha.
Yep,
Cool.
We don't have any in production.
Good stuff.
We do have stasis being researched, but he just doesn't need it. He could just go in with what he's got now.
Yeah, the 200 will definitely just kind of swallow this if you concave right.
Yeah, I mean, Magic Bolt's got half his tanks not doing anything in the back, just now sieging him up, but already losing a huge contingent of like 8 tanks. For Zealots, I mean, not where you want to be. You don't want to be losing gas units to mineral units. And then also, I mean, we got to reclaim this 3rd base here. You let these 4 Zealots just own your life.
You stop your mining for 2 minutes, man. That's a long time in this game.
Yeah.
It just feels like as Terran in this matchup, you're always on the back foot. So any sort of backpedaling in any sense of the word, man, it just kind of, it's almost like for sure doomed,
Yeah, absolutely. Don't ever want to be going backwards. Losing bases is not where you want to be. And we're going to need a little bit of micro on these vultures, because Zealots do beat vultures in a straight-up fight. Alright, there we go. Cleans them up. Oh my god! Yeah, I must have missed something in the center. Oh boy!
Oh, what were you looking at?
The 6 vultures killing 4 Zealots. Over at the 3rd, and I come back and there's 2 tanks. What happened to the other 8 of them?
Right, yeah. It was just like Zealots got on top of them.
Oh, brutal.
Looks like at this point,
Avanhokie's even got the 5th.
I think he's just streamlining Zealots at this point.
He could streamline probes if he wanted to be honest.
That's kind of harsh, Boss Ross.
I mean, I'm not trying to be harsh, but we're stuck on 2 bases here. Yeah. We're about to be mined out. Look at the main. We have 500 minerals left. That's it. Although he's getting stuff back done at the 3rd, excuse me, but it's about to be dropped. That's that's an
4
issue.
Templars, 4 Zealots going to the 3rd right now. Pools. Where's the storm?
Late, but
late.
Ooh,
yeah, damage. Some nice damage there.
Oh yeah.
Dropping the Zealots in. Damage on the CC. Get it down to the red. I'm sure it can burn down.
Yeah, I mean, he might even just finish it off.
2 vultures not going to clean this up, I don't think.
With mines, it's possible. But, nope.
Oh man, oh man.
And now we're just going to dwindle here, I think.
Mr. Magic
Darren is essentially out of money.
Right. This is going for the last 220 in his main. Looks like he's got about 200 in his nat. That's it, man. He's banking 1,000, 85 supply. While Mr. Avon over here sitting on what? 1, 2, 3 mining bases. Probably about 20 gates. And is maxed out. So, and he's also got a bank, so yeah.
He even has 2 banks of probes just sitting around in his main net. Could be sent to mine at your new main. But he's so far ahead at this point.
How would you feel if Magic came back?
I feel like that would be an impossible situation.
But if he did?
No, I just said I feel like that is an impossible situation. It's never going to happen.
The stasis goes down.
Like, the amount of throwing that would happen would be akin to match fixing.
Would you accuse somebody of match fixing if he came back from this?
Yes, 100%. Like, there's not a doubt. He's completely mined out. His supply is 60 against a maxed out 5 base about to be 6 Protoss.
Who would you accuse of match fixing? The Protoss or the Terran?
I don't know. I'd have to see who bet on what. But there's the GGs. So we got out of there. 2-0 by Avanhokie, who is a bit of a seasoned vet of the CPL. He was in Season 2. Not sure if he was also in Season 1. But he's been around.
Tier 3, right?
Tier 3, yes, but probably moving up by the end of the season? I'm not sure. He did quit towards the end of Season 2. He kind of ghosted for a bit.
So
but
is it...
He's around now, so that's nice to see.
So 1 Samyang, 1 Team 5? So is it 1-1 in the series right now?
No, it would be...
2-0.
No, yes, you're correct. No, 1-1. Because Snail was on Team 5.
Okay.
And Avanhokie must have been on Samyang. I don't see his name on the list. That must be the team he plays for. Right? Magic Bolt's on Team 5, so...
So Samyang. So it's 1-1.